The opinions expressed in the Out of Depth podcast are individual and do not necessarily represent Spirit Live or Toronto Metropolitan University. Regardless, thanks for tuning in and enjoy the show.
Welcome to the Out of Depth podcast with your hosts,
Isak Mirar,
Zach Thompson.
Ryan Price.
And Michelle Frank.
Sit back and relax as we go out of our depth.
Hello, Lover Boys. How are we feeling tonight?
Right now, I'm doing pretty good.
We're kind of on a time crunch because we have class in less than an hour. But
Also, the weather outside,
So
beautiful.
Oh, it's so
Phenomenal.
It is beautiful.
It's so
Oh my.
beautiful.
12
Absolutely
degrees
beautiful.
and sunny.
I've been on that weather app, bro, so much
it
today.
looks so
Oh
nice on the
my.
weather app because it looks like 7 and it feels like 12. I get to wear like a winter jacket. It's peak.
So what do we do this week for the
Well,
podcast?
today, this week, Mish and I tried out dating apps. Whoa.
Whoa.
This is one of the original ideas that we weren't supposed to do. Mainly because Zach and Ryan are in happy relationships. Mish
Yep.
and I.
Yep.
Not together.
no,
Not together.
no, they're incredibly gay. But Mish and I actively crap on dating apps on a daily because I think they're the most cringe thing to ever known.
Very fair.
Like
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't like them. I thought they were kind of cringe, but I was able to convince Mish to join me. So Mish, why did you join me?
Hi, yeah. I joined for content, basically.
Real.
You weren't taking it seriously.
I'm probably more anti dating apps than Isak because this is Isak's idea after
Mhm.
all.
Yeah. Isak, I think he secretly just wanted to do it the entire time. This is just an excuse for him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been
definitely.
telling everyone that that you just were like too embarrassed to get on dating apps, so you came up with this idea.
Did you actually?
I've been telling people
What the?
that.
I can't swear.
Yeah, this is like the
What
whole
the flip?
thing with
the
the
flippity flop,
This is
bro.
why you have the podcast, right?
This is why I have the podcast. No, but originally it was and is gonna be a YouTube video on my part talking about how dating apps suck and just giving my general experience. But a lot of people gave me backlash because they said, "Well, do you have a girlfriend?" And I don't. So I believe in order to understand why people use dating apps, I should try them. I made a Tinder, made it not so authentic, made it more of a joke. I had Zach Photoshop a couple of photos together. There's a photo of me with Shrek, right?
Yeah, that was my best work because you made me kind of rush the other ones, so I didn't really have as much time.
Yeah.
But yeah, the one with you and you're like Shrek.
Well, it wasn't really Shrek.
Well, it was a larger guy with green face paint and stuff on. He looked like Shrek.
Well, no,
How
I
did you-
think
okay.
I think it was a Shrek costume,
It was a
but
Shrek
it just wasn't
Yeah.
Shrek himself.
Yeah.
Did you get that photo from like Google or something?
I just searched a realistic Shrek and that dude came up.
Hmm.
Ew.
I will say though, that whole photo for like Photoshop thing was beautiful.
It was peak. Mish also had some photos.
Oh yeah,
from-
it was probably it was probably my favorite part because basically, as Isak was scrolling, and we'll get to the scrolling part later, but as Isak was scrolling, Zach and I did a little photo shoot. Just went around the room taking like 4 or 5 photos, and then I spent like a solid just like 45 minutes editing and photoshopping the photos. I think they're really funny. I wish you guys can see it, but
We could post it on the Out of Dead Podcast Instagram account. Follow us.
At
Oh, yeah.
That pod, it has so many posts on it.
I'm pretty proud of them, especially because I haven't used Photoshop in like half a year or something like that.
Yeah. But before me and Mish talk about our dating apps, how about the two in relationships talk about how they met their partners?
I met my girlfriend at school. We both played bass in school band, so we kind of just met like that. We had a bunch of mutual friends, and our friend group kind of merged at one time. So that's kind of how we met each other.
I'm a good Christian boy, so I met my girlfriend at church. Yeah, we basically, I don't know, we had like a mutual friend, and we kind of been like friends for a while, and then she was actually the one who asked me out.
But yeah, do you guys have any like funny stories, like anything like to say about relationships in general?
I like it.
I mean, it's fun, but I think like at
But-
our age, I feel like we're like slightly too young to have relationships in
Really?
a way. I feel like because I just think a lot of them don't go very far.
Oh yeah.
Like I think if you, because so many people just date for fun, whereas someone like me, I date to marry.
Good
Right.
Christian boy.
Yeah, good Christian
Yeah.
boy. No, I do get that. I think a lot of people in our age just really they want to get into a relationship without really being mature or prepared to be in a relationship. I too don't want to just like, I don't know, I don't want to do like a short-term relationship or something like that, you know? So I totally get that, honestly. That's also why like dating apps are so unappealing to me because you're almost never gonna get like the one or like even someone that's gonna last you like a while. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, when you guys were like scrolling through, like a lot of people were saying that they were just like there for casual stuff, right?
Yeah, because not everybody uses dating apps for like dating. Some just want to have like a fun night, which is fine. And this
night.
no, that's fine. Like live your life how you want. But I do find it funny. This brings to my first point about the dating apps that I noticed. The first like 10 and like sparingly, but like the first 10 people I saw on dating apps had their body parts as the front photo.
Oh, that's the worst.
And it was so funny because for the first 10 all I see is body parts. And some people are like genuinely really cool and interesting, who I would have liked to talk to, but since I made my Tinder a joke, I couldn't feel like comfortable like swiping right or left because I knew like I'm not gonna like make any like cool connections.
Well, I think something that's interesting is that because the way I was only on Hinge, not on Tinder and Hinge, but the way that the algorithm on dating apps work, Isak and I got like all the same women in like our feed or whatever because I think they like Hinge just kind of saw that we were new to the app and we were just like, oh yeah, 18-year-old male in university. They gave us like the standard like algorithm, which I found like really fascinating because okay, this really annoyed me. So I would only I would only like profiles that I thought had like some sort of like interesting thing to them or something that I can make like a joke out of. Like not to make fun of, but like as in like to literally message them and like make a funny like humor or something. And so many profiles were just, as you were saying, behinds or body parts, and sorry, it peaked, and the rest of the profile was so boring. It was like my favorite show, The Office. What do I like?
Spaghetti.
Cheese. Oh yeah, spaghetti. Oh, there was this one account where, like, every single prompt of hers, she only answered spaghetti. What's your favorite food?
Yeah,
Spaghetti.
I saw her too.
What do
This
you
is
want
weird.
to? What do you want to do? Spaghetti.
Bro, she's probably Italian.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure she was like, I'm pretty sure she was like of British origin or something. She's not even like Italian.
She
It's
just
crazy.
likes the spaghetti.
She likes the spaghetti.
That's crazy, but okay. It's a crazy thing to say.
Ew, wait, I just got the joke. Ew, I'm gonna have to cut that out.
No, it's
Ew.
PG family friendly.
PG
It
family
could pass in a Disney movie.
Hi, Spirit Life. So I did hear from other people that Hinge is better than Tinder, and I do agree because Hinge is more like personal, and it's not just like you see somebody left, right. Because Tinder, they do give you a little more like, it is faster, but it's less personal because you just look up somebody and you're like, okay, hot, not hot, hot, not hot, 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 no. And I do believe that Hinge is more authentic, and if I were to use it at any point in my life after this, it would probably be Hinge. But I also saw a lot, and I mean a lot, of TMU students on dating apps, and some of them were my friends. Like some of us know V. I found V and I swiped and I liked his post. No, I swiped right on him on Tinder,
Yeah.
and we've just had like a back and forth on Tinder like ever since. I found so many TMU students. Also, I texted Mish about this last night. Do you guys remember the girl I mentioned last episode that I had a dream that I asked out?
Oh yeah.
I
Did you see her on
found
Tinder?
her. I
Oh
found her
my.
on
Oh my.
Tinder,
Which way you swipe?
but I saw her. But at this point, I had seen 12 consistent swipes left. So just off of instinct, I swiped left
Oh
on
my
her,
God.
and I
You fumbled the bag.
immediately
You fumbled the bag.
I fumbled, and I immediately voice messaged Mish, and I was like crying, and I was like, Mish, I fumbled. I'll play the audio message right now. Bro, Mish, I'm so upset. I just accidentally swiped left on on Tinder just off of habit. I didn't notice until it was too late. I just swiped left.
I do find it like really funny because you're on dating apps but there's also like a girl that you're like specifically interested in,
Yeah.
and then you swipe left. You
I
swipe
swiped left.
you swipe left on her, and it's like that's just like not only like that's like kind of ironic. I will say, like
Yeah.
it's so funny.
See, I've never used any dating apps, but what I have heard is like Tinder is more of just for like hookups.
Yes.
So, because it's really just looks. Like I haven't really used it, but like you got the times where all the buds are over,
All the
and you're just
buds.
like scrolling through Tinder because it's fun.
Yeah.
But all it is it's just pictures pretty much, and like their name, and that's it. So it's
Yeah.
like it's definitely made pretty much for like hookup culture.
Yeah, no, that's why. Okay, like even though Hinge has that as well, I do prefer Hinge for that reason. I do prefer it because you can actually like see more into a person. But that's another thing that It's always interesting because so many of the profiles. Okay, like I was saying this, but let's say I meet a girl in person and then she mentions like, "Oh yeah, I listen to Imagine Dragons," and that's like casual. I'm like, okay, fine, because we're already
red flag.
no, because we're already like talking to each other. Like I know more about her. But when on your Hinge, you're putting as like part of your profile, and there's only so much information on a
Yeah.
profile. Part of your profile, I love Imagine Dragons. It sets such a bad standard. Like what? Like because you're basically on those dating apps. You're swiping left and right on very like really meaningless stuff a lot of the times, just like little details. So when you're putting on I like Imagine Dragons or spaghetti, it's like I'm not gonna like you, dude. Like I don't know. It's so funny.
Yeah, also, I like to let everybody know that as soon as Mish said Imagine Dragons, Ryan looked over at me and looked like he wanted to say a certain joke.
Imagine dragging these nuts across your face.
I hate this. Did you get any matches on Tinder or Hinge?
I wasn't on Tinder.
My bad.
You
Why don't you tell us
stupid-
what you were on?
I was on. I think I said this already, but I'll say it again so it's more clear. I was on Hinge, but I got one match. I photoshopped myself on like the side of a building, so it looked like I was Spider-Man. And then this goth girl that goes to George Brown.
Sorry, he said Goth Girl, and Zach and I just looked at each other like, oh.
This who's in baking actually. So I mean, if we hit it off, I could have gotten free
Like
pastries,
as
but
a career?
like at school, like she's
Oh,
in
okay,
school for
okay.
baking.
It's a cool ass program.
It is
Free
actually like
croissants.
it was probably it was the most interesting thing about her. I was like, dude,
Wow.
It feels
Oh wait, that sounded like such a
Wow.
diss. No, I was saying like because if you do go out with someone who can bake, then you just get pastries. That's cool.
It also does feel like very minimum wage job
Yeah.
after university, but
He's
Like,
thinking.
more than that,
He's
yeah.
thinking about the pastry benefits, not necessarily the monetary
true.
benefits.
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah. Because pastries, it's like how you get a job that has like good like dental and healthcare on top of the pay. It's like
Yeah, and you just get fat off of buttery croissants.
and like cavities off the same
Yeah.
croissants. Yeah. No, so she commented on my thing, Spider-Man, is that you? And then I look at her profile and she has a photo of herself in like a Spider-Man costume. And I'm like, yo, you know it. Like,
You're so crazy.
That's
would-
Riz.
like, yo, what's up, Spider-Man? Because I start calling her Spider-Man too. You defending the streets or something? And then she's like, you know it. And we
is
just go
so
back and
actually.
forth. Yeah, no, it was real. Because I had like no offense to her. I'm sure she's fine, but I had no real interest. So I was just talking like, man, I'm just defending the streets. I like,
When you had conversations with people, did it just like feel awkward? Like because it's
Yes.
just small talk, right?
well, it was okay. So here's the thing, because I only had the one match, so it was one person I was talking to, and I wasn't actively talking to her. Like I would get a message, and I would only see it like 6 hours later or something. So I'd just be like, it'd be like middle of the day, and I'll just be like, yep, nah, defending the streets, and then I'll wait like another 6 hours, she'll message. Like it was basically over the course of 2 days, like 5 messages were sent. So it was like. There was not even like an opportunity to be
Some
awkward.
real commitment right there.
No, I know, dude. I was so committed. You
Yeah,
know.
no, I will say it was very, very awkward at times because I also got. I'm checking my Tinder right now.
Yeah, you got more.
I got on Tinder. It lets you know when somebody likes you, but you need Tinder Gold in order to see those likes. Ever since I turned off the setting for men, I have gotten consistently less likes, and I find that a little funny. I think the men just get me, but I got 2 matches. I did not expect to get any matches on Tinder because I made my Tinder an entire joke. So I got 2 matches. This one girl who I just like complimented her eyeliner because I was like, I don't know what to say to people because people were like, oh, give me a funny pickup line, and I'm like, I got nothing. Like I don't. Tinder makes me insecure about doing stand-up comedy because I cannot do one-liners like that. But on Hinge, I also got. I matched it to one of my close friends at university as a joke, and this one girl had a edit of Nick Wilde on her.
Who the heck is Nick Wilde?
From Zootopia.
Yeah, the fox from Zootopia.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that dude.
Oh my.
Yeah, no. So she had an edit of Nick Wilde on her Hinge account, and I said, "You're valid, but also Judy Hopps?" ? And she said, "No, Judy Hopps is not valid. Ryan, don't look at me like that."
Bro, Judy Hopps is valid though.
Oh my, exactly.
No, she is not.
And anyway, so me and her have been in an argument for like the last like on and off 3 days about whether or not Judy Hopps is valid, and that's the most I've gotten with this girl.
No, this is the main issue with dating apps. It's not like because they don't actually want you to find someone, you know? I found this out about Hinge because my friend was scrolling, but apparently, like, Hinge will purposefully, like, delay your messages so that you wait a couple days before they see it. That way you keep on scrolling. Because what they hope that you do is that you scroll, you don't get much luck, and then you pay them so that you can keep on scrolling. So it's literally just a way to like get like a few bucks out of you
That's
for like the
crazy.
really desperate people.
Almost like it's a business.
It's almost like it's like
Whoa.
a business. Yeah.
The thing is like I feel like dating apps, what they almost want to do is not let you find matches because once you find an actual match and actually go on a date, you're not going to use the website anymore, or the
Yeah.
app, right? So once they do that, then they've lost their business. So their business is losing themselves business.
Yeah. So Mish, are you gonna use dating apps again?
Well, look, I can't say about myself in the future, but as of right now, I have zero interest in being on dating apps. So.
Yeah.
And you've deleted it now,
Oh,
right?
Yeah. So we were meant to record this on Friday. It's Monday now, but I deleted my. Oh wait, that's funny. I didn't even mention this. For some reason, Hinge wouldn't let me verify with my own phone number, so I used a friend of ours. I used Juno's phone number.
Thanks, Juno.
Thanks, Juno.
Thanks.
Thanks, Juno.
And it's funny because he has a girlfriend, so if she saw it, he would have been dead. But either way, I like on Thursday. So I gave myself like 2 days. On Thursday, I just deleted the account and I uninstalled the app. Yeah, because I have just like below zero interest right now on being on these apps. You know.
I will say though, one like success story from dating apps that I've heard was my cousin recently, like maybe about half a year ago now, did find his wife on
Really?
a dating app.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
No,
I don't know what dating app, but
So I will say, so there's a couple things. I do know of certain. I'm guessing is your cousin also like a good Christian man or something or
Mormon.
more?
Oh wow. Like, he did not meet them on a normal dating.
No. So I will say there are specified dating apps for like I've seen where it's like Indian people meet Indian people or Christian like Mormon people meet Mormon.
That might
Yeah.
have been what it was because they both lived in Utah.
Oh yeah. No, so it's probably like a Utah or like Mormon specific dating app. But then on top of that, I will say like as like I didn't care, so I would just like respond to anything that looked interesting. But in general, when my friends scrolling, we just look. Okay, they say long-term relationship. They say they say like monogamous long-term relationship. Okay, then you can keep on looking at their profile. You know, if they're saying figuring out dating goals are short-term, then you just skip because that's not what you're looking for. You know.
Yeah. It's like I was gonna say like we should give like just some general like dating advice based on our experience.
Oh yeah, dating advice hour with Ryan Price and Zach
Tip
Thompson.
number 1 from Zach Thompson: don't be a. Oh, I can't say that word.
That's crazy.
Anyways,
Make it PG. Make it
That's
PG.
crazy.
look, if you want to have a successful relationship with someone, you gotta like put in the effort. You can't just expect it to be handed to you on a plate. You have to kind of work for your relationship, but you know, your partner should also work for you as well. Like if you're the only one putting in the effort, then I would say that's a pretty big red flag. And if you're not putting in any effort and they're putting in all the effort, then that's probably a red flag as well. So that's my advice there.
My tip the better way to get a partner compared to using dating apps is to just get involved with things. So don't just sit in your room and play video games because you're not gonna get. You're not. You miss. You're not gonna get a. You're not gonna get a girlfriend.
I'm kidding.
No. Just don't sit in your room and do nothing. Like, get out, go to clubs. I don't know. Go to church. Go to school.
Go to
like,
church.
I don't know.
Go to clubs and then
Go
the
to
following
church.
morning go to church.
Yeah.
Oh.
Repent for your,
If you don't put yourself out there a little bit, then like your
cooked.
chances are lower, and maybe that's why people like using dating apps.
I'm actually hold on. I'm realizing my advice is actually not good. Don't go to clubs. Join a club.
Yeah.
Because
That
clubs
makes more
clubs
sense.
are actually a terrible place to find a partner.
Yeah.
I feel like you as you were saying, if you don't put yourself out there, then obviously no one's gonna notice you. You just gotta make yourself known, but like in a good way.
For something I do personally is like, literally just like do friends with like, just be friends and then go from there. But also, if you want to, this is what I do. Don't actively look like you're looking for a relationship.
Oh.
A lot of people just like, yes, like once you're in a relationship, be be yourself. Yeah, but like be chalant, be nonchalant. But like me personally, I've had the most success when like people don't notice that like you want a relationship. I don't know. That's just been me.
That's fast.
But like as soon as like people, for me personally, as soon as people find out that like I am looking for a relationship, it gets a little cringe, or like something in them like tweens a little bit.
No, I guess because maybe like the logic is, well, if you're looking for a relationship, then they're not like the only person that you're really pursuing. That's another issue I have with dating apps. I'm not of the opinion that you should really be pursuing multiple people at a time. I think that, well, like obviously you shouldn't just like limit like, okay, I'm gonna lock in on this one person. Like obviously if you're not dating, then you're not dating, but like you shouldn't really be just like playing the field. And I think that's probably what people assume when you say, oh, I'm looking to date someone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I did feel like a little bit icky, like being on Tinder, being on Hinge, and finding a match on each. And then I'm like, okay, do I speak to one at a time? Do I just do both? Do I not care? But it's for the YouTube video, so like I have to stay committed for a little bit. But yeah, anyone got any final thoughts?
Well, Isak, have you deleted the apps yet? I don't think you answered that.
No, because I need a little bit more, like, I don't know, because for the peak YouTube video, I would ideal like to get a little farther because,
Like get a date.
yes, like, yeah, that is the peak ideal. So if the person arguing with me about Judy Hopps is listening,
But like even after the video, do you think that you'll like keep using it?
No. As soon as the video's done, like I'm done with this because my whole premise with the YouTube video is dating apps are cringe, and I'm gonna prove why. And so after like it's done, because Mish, how long did you spend scrolling? Like how many hours do you think?
How many hours? Like one. I was with Zach and Ubby for that first time when we made the account, and I scrolled, and then once I was out of likes, I just stopped scrolling.
You just haven't gone in it since.
No, yeah, I stopped scrolling, and then 2 days later, I deleted it.
Wait, so question. You guys haven't used dating apps very much, right?
No, not before this.
How did it make you feel?
Made us feel pretty out of our depths.
Oh my gosh,
Oh.
you said the thing! They said the thing!
Tune in next week.